Welcome to Joe's Math Tools, where math is made easy. In today's session, we will be calculating our angles at a point when expressions are involved. We're going to begin solving our equation by first writing out our equation for this question. Now we must remember that we're working with angles at a point, so that means that all of the parts of our equation or the parts given to us in our diagram will all sum to equal to 360 degrees. So we're writing out all of the different parts of our diagram, and all of this will equal to 360 degrees. Now, if you're not familiar with how to solve two-step equation, I advise you to pause the video, click the link in the description box below on how to solve two-step equation. Watch those videos, and when you're ready, you can come back to this question and solve along with us. So for this question, we're going to be using our two-step equation rules to solve this question for our unknown angles. And we're going to first begin by simplifying our expression. So I'm going to simplify first all of my terms with my variable t attached to them. So I have t plus 4t, which will equal to 5t. 5t plus 3t will equal to 8t. And 8t plus 2t will equal to 10t. And now that I've simplified my variables and my coefficients, I'm now going to focus on my constants, which is negative 14 and 7. And remember that we always use the sign that's in front of each of our terms. So we have negative 14 added to 7 will equal to negative 7 equals 360 degrees. And after simplifying those terms, we're now going to apply our two-step equation rules to solve for our unknown variable t. So since 7 is being subtracted, we're going to add the 7 to both sides of our equation. So my 7's here will cancel, leaving us with 10t. And 360 degrees plus 7 will equal to 367 degrees. And now we're going to apply our one-step rules for multiplication, where I'm going to now divide 10 into both sides of my equation. And 10 divides into 10 will cancel, leaving us with t. And 367 degrees divided by 10 will equal to 36.7 degrees. So we find that our angle T is equal to 36.7 degrees. And now that we know the measure of our angle T, which is 36.7 degrees, we now need to focus on solving each of the other three parts of our diagram. And I'm going to begin with my 3t, since it's the simplest term to work out. Remembering that t again is equal to 36.7 degrees, and 3t means that 3 is being multiplied to t, which is equal to 36.7 degrees. So my angle 3t is equal to 110.1 degrees. So 3t is equal to 110.1 degrees. Now that we found 3t, I'm now going to solve for 4t minus 14. And again, 4t means that 4 is being multiplied to 36.7 degrees, and its product will subtract 14. And 4 times 36.7 degrees is equal to 146.8 degrees minus 14, which is equal to 132.8 degrees. So my 4t minus 14 is equal to 132.8 degrees. And now to solve the last part of our diagram, which is our 2t plus 7. And we have 2 times 36.7 degrees. And its product will be added to 7. And 2 times 36.7 degrees is equal to 73.4 degrees added to 7, which is equal to 80.4 degrees. So my 2t plus 7 is equal to 80.4 degrees. Now, as a last precaution, since we've worked out our 3t, our 4t minus 14, and our 2t plus 7, I'm now going to add all of these angles together. This is just the last step in, I guess, double checking to making sure that your answer is correct, because remember, all of these angles are supposed to sum to 360 degrees. So it means that I can now add up all of these angles together just to double check and make sure that they do sum to 360 degrees. And if they sum to 360 degrees, then I know my answer is correct. And if it doesn't, that means that I need to go back and check my working to see if I may have calculated one of these angles incorrectly, or if maybe my answer for t is actually incorrect. So let's add our numbers together. 7 plus 8 is 15, 15 plus 1 is 16, and 16 plus 4 is 20. So I'm going to put in my 0, carry my 2. 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. So I'm going to add my 0, carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, and 8 plus 8 will give us 16, will give us 26. Sorry, it's 16. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Let me just correct, that's supposed to be 6. So 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 1 will give us 3. And remember, we drop our decimal point right down the center and add in my degree symbol. And we found that when we add up all of these angles together, they indeed do sum to 360 degrees. So that tells me that all of my calculations, as well as the measure that I got for t, which is 36.7 degrees, is indeed correct. So this question, sometimes it can be a little tedious, but the key thing to remember is that whenever you are solving these questions with your expressions, after you've calculated and found the value of your angle t, you still need to go back and calculate the measure of the different parts of your diagram that were not given to you in a number format or an exact degree measurement. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Remember that there is a link provided for you in the description box below that'll take you to a worksheet where you can practice questions like this one we just saw. And until next time, this is Jules Math Tools, where math is made easy.